Sitting up tall and closing your eyes. Slow down your breathing. Now your intent today is to connect to the pelvis. Connecting to the pelvis in every pose, in every breath. We are sending awakening breath into the pelvis. Great, Sherry. So do that now. You think it will help you connect to your hips better? Put your hands on your pelvis. Now move breath down and lift your hips. That includes you, Fitz. Feel for an energy of aliveness in your breath. And as you exhale, relax your jaw. As you work through the practice, notice how your jaw and your hips are intimately connected. When we come into a pose and you feel like your pelvis is struggling, check in with your jaw. What's your jaw doing? And then open your eyes. We are coming into 25 pumpings of Kapalabhati. You can stay in easy straddle or you can come into Baddha Konasana. And then we're coming into inhale 10, hold 10, sharply exhale through the mouth, pull the belly in and up for 10. So after our 25 Kapalabhati, no Uddiyana, we're just coming into inhaling for 10, holding for 10, sharply exhaling, and then doing Uddiyana for 10. We're going to do 3 of those rounds, not the Kapalabhati bit, just the inhale 10, hold 10. Kapalabhati, 1 round of 25 pumpings. You can do this in easy straddle. You can do this in Baddha Konasana. You can choose. I'm doing it in Baddha Konasana. You can bring the hands into chest open if you want to. You can also just sit up tall. Again, yogi's choices. Bring the hands behind you if you're coming into chest opener, and have the hands narrower than the shoulders. Maybe a micro bend in the elbow. If you're not hyperflexy, then maybe feel for straightening the arms to get a really good lift through the rib cage. Exhale all the air out where you are. Inhale halfway. 25 pumpings of Kapalabhati. Go. Inhale for 10. Hold the breath for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean forward. Sharply exhale all the air out through the mouth. Tuck the chin in. Pull belly in and up. Hold for a 10 count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the belly. Walk the hands up, cradle the head. Either bring the hands to chest open or sit up tall. Inhale 10. Lovely, Deb. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 10. Lovely, Fifi. Lean forward, sharply exhale through the mouth. Great, and lovely. Pull the belly in and up, tuck the chin in, Uddiyana for 10. So feel for aliveness in these pranayamas, particularly in the Uddiyana. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, if you're not having a tug of war. Bring the hands into a chest open or sit up tall. Good with the head there. Inhale for 10. Lovely, Kathy. Great chest opener. Lovely, Susie. Good opening. Hold for 10. 3, 2, 1. Lean forward, sharply exhale through the mouth. Yes, pull the belly in and up. Hold Uddiyana for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands up. Cradle the head. Push the head up. Moving into a seated side bend with 2 arm positions. Now, you can either come into shoelace, so 1 shin on top. You could do half shoelace. You could stay in easy straddle. Or if you want to vary up easy straddle, you could maybe bring the right leg heel to groin if you want to go there. Remember, if you're working with shoelace, left shin comes on top of right shin. There's a big isosceles triangle shape in between your legs, okay? So it's not a lotusy position. If you're just starting with shoelace, straighten out your left leg, bring your right leg into like a half shoelace position, or you bring your block in front of your right knee, and then you bring your left foot on top of the block. Again, you're starting to work with shoelace here, okay? Scratch that. If you're doing half shoelace, please straighten out your right leg, bring your left leg into half shoelace. Forgive me, wrong way around. Left hand, out on the fingertips, out to the side. Inhale, lift and lengthen up through right side. Arm overhead, bend the elbow, and as you exhale, leaning to the left, relaxing left ear to left shoulder. Move both your shoulder blades down the back, Suze. Both shoulder blades, yes. But keep the arm, so you keep reaching through the arm, but you're feeling for moving the shoulder blade. Feels contraindicative, I know. But just notice how much more space in the neck you get. Love it. It's a great reach there, Deb. Lifting and lengthening, anchoring down through sit bone. Breathing down into the pelvis. We have a tendency to hold our bellies really, really tightly. So feel for just completely relaxing your belly as you breathe this evening. And just notice how much more breath you can get into the body. Neck release pose. Windmill the right arm back towards the right. Hover it over the ground, maybe 6 to 12 inches, somewhere in that vicinity. Relaxing left ear to left shoulder, moving right finger, right hand away from right shoulder. For releasing through the neck, not putting more tension there. Inhale, pull the torso up, cradle the head, and push the head up. Let's do the other side. Change your shoelace. This time, if you're doing half shoelace, straighten out left leg. Bring right leg into half shoelace. Full shoelace, right shin on top. If you are working or starting to work with shoelace, bring the block in front of your left shin and put the right foot on the block. If you're using a block, flex your foot towards your toe to support your ankle. Don't let your ankle sickle, so don't let it kink. Right hand out to the side, up on the fingertips. So bring it up onto the fingertips to help us lift the ribs. Inhale, reach up with left arm. Bend right elbow. Then exhale, lean to the right. Whenever we've done one side, certainly for me, the other side always feels really difficult to get into initially. Because we've opened up so much on the other side already, just in a few breaths. Relaxing right ear to right shoulder. It's a lovely reach in. Belly rubs before leggings. Windmill the arm back towards the left. Hover the hand 6 to 12 inches over the ground. Relax the jaw, relax the throat. Eye muscles, eyeballs, relax them. Spread the fingers 50%. Although we're bringing aliveness into the pelvis, we're also bringing aliveness into other parts of the body. Inhale, bring the torso up. Push the head up with the hand. Let's bring aliveness to our abdominals. Lay on your backs. Coming into elbow to knee. Nice classic Forrest Yoga this evening. Elbow to knee. Yeah, we're going to move from elbow to knee into elbow to knee with sit bone squeezes, but we are going to take a pause today in between sets. So clasp hands behind the head. Feet, pick them up off the floor, knees over hips. Remember, anytime it gets too much, bring the heels to the bum, feet to the floor. Maybe don't lift the head and shoulders, maybe just do the leg extensions. Feel into what works for you. Pad your backs if you've got padding there. Hands clasped behind the head, big inhale into the lower back, press lower back into the ground, curl tailbone, lovely Sherry. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Elbows towards left thigh, straighten the right leg, 45 degrees off the floor, pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath, curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, straighten left leg. Reach left heel away from left hip, pull belly down. Big inhale back to center, hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, straighten the right leg. Curl tailbone, pull belly muscles down. Inhale, bend the knees. Hold the breath. Lovely, Deb. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right knee, straighten left leg. Lovely. Lift in both shoulder blades, Susie. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Don't know what's going through Midge's head. Exhale, both elbows, left knee, straighten the right leg. Curl tailbone a second time, pull belly muscles down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath, curl tailbone. Squeeze sit bones towards each other. Exhale, both elbows, right knee. Straighten the left leg. Good job there, Deb. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. They're looking really strong, Kathy. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, left knee. Straighten the right leg. Reach through inner arch of right leg. Pull belly down. Good job, Emma. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Slowing it down. Exhale, both elbows, right knee. Straighten the left leg. Curl tailbone. Second time, pull belly down. Inhale back to center, balloon the breath into that lower back and into the hips. Exhale, both elbows, left knee, straighten the right leg. Reach that right leg away from the hip. Lovely, Fifi. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale back to center, hold the breath. Spread the lower back into the ground. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right knee, straighten the left leg. Curl tailbone a second time. Super strong, Sherry. Pull belly down. Inhale back to center, head and shoulders down. Feet down. Great work. Feel how abdominals charge up our bodies. So not only do they warm up our bodies, but they get our breath going as well. Moving into elbow to knee with sit bone squeezes. Elbow to knee with sit bone squeezes. So it's 2 breaths on each side this time. Clasping hands behind your head. Picking the feet up off the floor or keep them on the ground. You can choose. Inhale into pelvis. Hold the breath, press the lower back into the ground. Exhale, both elbows towards left thigh, straighten the right leg. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand on right sit bone. So it's an area underneath the bum, the bit that we sit on, those muscles around those pointy bones. Exhale, squeeze, hand and sit bone towards each other, pull belly down. Inhale, bend the knees. Both hands behind the head, curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right knee, straighten the left leg. Lift the shoulder blades, pull belly muscles down. Inhale, left hand on left sit bone. Exhale, squeeze hand into sit bone into hand, pull belly muscles down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath, curl the tailbone. Exhale, both elbows towards left knee. Straighten the right leg. Lovely, Kathy. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand on right sit bone. Imagine my fingertips are underneath your shoulder blades. Exhale, squeeze, hand into sit bone into hand, pull belly down. Lovely, Emma. Great active feet. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, stay with this step. Both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Really strong, Susie. Inhale, left hand on left sit bone. Exhale, squeeze hand into sit bone. Lovely, Sherry. Sit bone into hand, pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. One more round. That's 2 sides. Exhale, both elbows left knee, straighten the right leg. Curl tailbone, pull belly down. Inhale, right hand on right sit bone. Relax the jaw, relax the pelvis. Exhale, both squeeze hand into sit bone into hand, belly, pull it down. Inhale, bend the knees, hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, both elbows, right knee, straighten the left leg. This is the last one. Inhale, left hand on left sit bone. Exhale, squeeze, hand into sit bone into hand, pull the belly down. Inhale, bend the knees, head and shoulders down, feet down. Great work. We are doing 3 rounds of back traction here with Uddiyana. So, keeping the knees bent, feet on the floor, maybe hip distance apart. Hands are at the juncture where thigh bone meets hip bones. So we're gently pressing the hands into the legs here. So take a very big breath in. Shoulders might point up to the ears. Press the back into the ground, sort of feel like you're curling the tailbone up. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Now press the hands into the thighs. Curl tailbone, pull belly down and up. Hold Uddiyana for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back traction and release the belly. Big breath down into the pelvis. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Traction the thighs away from hips. Pull belly down and up. Curl the tailbone. Maybe squeeze the sit bones. We're holding Uddiyana for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the belly. Release back traction. Big inhale. Balloon the breath down to the pelvis. Sharply exhale through the mouth. Traction the thigh bones away from the hips. Pull belly in and up. Hold it. Flare the ribs. Flare the diaphragm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the belly. Take a big breath in. Release back traction. Straddle or frog lifting through. This is the last abdominal of the evening. Straddle or frog lifting through. Remember, the head and shoulders are going to stay up. If you have a wall and you want to feel supported, or your lower back is a bit tweaky, then you can bring the feet into frog and you put the froggy feet, flattened feet into the wall. If you're doing that, then you're not curling your tailbone, because in this position, your tailbone's already curled. Okay, so clasp hands behind the head. And then either bend your knees as if we're doing elbow to knee, and then straddle the legs apart. So the knees will be in line with the hips, heels in line with the knees, feet flex to shins, or straighten the legs. So you're in straddle. So remember, with these, it's not a massive curl. So your legs don't do this. It's literally this. It's like you're curling the pubic bone up towards the sky. It's really little. Okay, it's about 1 inch. It's not this. Like your feet shouldn't be by your head if you're in straddle. Okay, pick your leg position. Feel into your pelvis. Send a big ballooning, alive breath. So a breath full of aliveness into the pelvis. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off the floor. Curl the pubic bone towards the ceiling. So we are curling the pelvis. Send the elbows towards the sky, thighs away from hips. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. Exhale, curl pelvis, reach elbows towards the ceiling, pull belly down. Yes, inhale, uncurl pelvis. This is great, Deb. Exhale, curl pelvis up. Perfect, Kathy. Lift the elbows towards the ceiling, pull belly down. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. Lovely, Fifi. Exhale, curl pelvis towards the ceiling. Lovely, Susie. Really good. So great kind of amount of action there. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. Exhale, curl pelvis towards the ceiling. Great, Em. Send the thigh bones away from the hips. Pull belly muscles down. Lovely, Sherry. Stay with that. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. If you've got straddle legs, you can flex feet to shins if you want to change it up a bit. Exhale, curl pelvis. Thigh bones away from hips. Belly muscles, pull them down. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. 2 to go. Exhale, curl pelvis. Reach elbows skywards. Thigh bones away from hips. Pull belly down. Last one. Inhale, uncurl pelvis. Exhale, curl pelvis. Thighs away from hips. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Help the legs together. Great work. Good job, Kathy. Perfect. Anyone else who wants to do that? Hug knees into chest. Absolutely go ahead. Now we're coming into bridge over a block with one leg up, and then we're bringing ankle over the thigh. So bridge over the block, one leg up and ankle over thigh. So have your blocks handy. And then either have the heels underneath the knees, heels near the bum, or maybe fingertips are touching. Hands or palms up a little bit away from the body. Feet are hip distance apart. Imagine you're tweezing a rolled up mat between your legs when you come into these bridges. Okay, really push down through the inside arch of your both feet. Pick up the toes. Now, send a breath down to pelvis. Exhale, release through the pelvis. Inhale. all the way down to the pelvis. See if you can get your breath all the way down. As you exhale, with active feet, push the floor away. Lift pelvis, lower mid, upper back into bridge pose. That's great. Lovely, Susie. Grab your blocks. Slide your blocks underneath your sacrums at a height that works for you this evening. Relax both sides of the neck, both shoulders. Inhale, bend left knee towards the chest. Exhale, straighten the leg towards the ceiling. Maybe reach the leg towards the shoulder. Now feel for releasing the tension through the pelvis. You've got a block underneath your sacrum. So you're feeling for relaxing the sacrum onto the block. It's almost like you're wanting the hip bones to wrap around the block. So just notice what happens. You're not unactivating the feet. The feet are still active. You're just feeling for relaxing through the pelvis. And now bring the left leg back up. Bend the knee, bring the ankle over the thigh. If you have further to go, you could bring this foot into half lotus. So with your right hand, grab hold of your left foot, maybe bring it a little bit closer towards the groin. You might need to hold it there. I certainly do, my leggings are quite slippy. But if that doesn't feel so good, stay with ankle over the thigh. You want to pick the position that allows you to gain opening into the hip. Even if you can do the other one, if it feels crunchy or super tight in the hip, then don't do it. Great, Deb. Lovely. Activate that foot even more, Sherry, the one that's on the thigh. So you're flexing the foot. Yes, great. Nice, Kathy. Lovely, Fifi. That looks great, Em. Susie, really good activation through that bottom foot. Lovely. Great inner line energy. Everybody, inhale, bend left knee to chest. Exhale, pop the foot down. And then breathing in, bending right knee to chest. Exhaling, straightening the legs straight up. Green is so good for you, Kathy. You got to wear green more often, I'm telling you. If you've got further to go, you bring that right leg towards your shoulder. You're relaxing both sides of the neck, feeling into your jaw, relaxing through the jaw muscles. Inhale, bring the leg back up. If you're drawing it towards the shoulder, bend the knee, bring ankle over thigh. Take a whole breath with ankle over thigh first. Then you can choose whether or not to bring it into half lotus. Yeah, great, lovely. You're sending that right thigh bone away, whether you're in ankle over thigh or in half lotus. Mom, I'm just going to chew your feet, says Midge. Inhale, bend right knee to chest. Exhale, pop the foot down. Now we're going to stay bridge, but we're going to do bridge without a block, just for a couple of breaths. So take a big breath in, lift your pelvis off the block, slide the block out from underneath you. If it doesn't feel so good staying in bridge after this, come on down. Otherwise, stay up here for 2 breaths. Great lift, Deb. Great, Fifi. Nice tweezing of inner legs as well. Lovely. That's it. Great, Em. And when you're ready, then you're starting to curl your way down, tucking the tailbone, bringing upper, mid, lower back, all the way down. Great. Well done, Kathy. Really, really good. Then we're rolling over onto our sides. So we're moving into dolphin, one leg up. The way this is going to work is it's going to be dolphin for 5 breaths, one leg up for 5 breaths, the other leg up for 5 breaths. So it's 15 breaths altogether. If dolphin does not work, you are doing turbo puppy for 5 breaths, dolphin prelude for 10 breaths. Dolphin, hands clasped, hands in parallel. Karate chop hands, where you make a little C shape with your hands, or you put your hands around a block. So I want you to feel into your bodies which dolphin, which arm position, oddly, allows you better access into your hips. So for me, I tend to work this one with hands on my blocks because as I activate my armpits, for whatever reason, I activate my hips. So just feel into what dolphin might work for you. If you're not doing the dolphin variations, then you're doing turbo puppy for 5 breaths and dolphin prelude. Bless you, dolphin prelude for 10 breaths. So knees under hips if you're doing dolphin. If you're doing turbo puppy and dolphin prelude, you're familiar with those, so you're on your own with those. Elbows under shoulders for dolphin, knees under hips, measure up. So hands halfway between shoulders and elbows. If you're using a block, have it handy. Either clasp your hands, bring your hands into parallel, bring your hands into a karate chop position and make a C shape, or palms around the block, fingers on top of the block, thumb on top of the block. Relax the head down. Inhale, wrap shoulder blades tips towards the armpits. Exhale, straighten the legs. Now you're on your own for this. You are doing up to 5 breaths in dolphin. And then you are doing 5 breaths up to with one leg lifted. And then 5 breaths with the other leg lifted. Midge will let you. Great lift, great length there, Kathy. Lovely. So left side ribs, Deb, really good. That's it. Lovely, Susie. Great. That's great reach also there, Fifi, really good. So you're doing up to 5 breaths. Great with the block, Suze, that really works. Your rate of breath is really great, Fifi. Really powerful, really energetic. That's lovely. When you're finished, sit back on the heels. If you did dolphin with hands clasped, we are sitting on our heels and we're doing 2 rounds of shoulder shrugs. If you did dolphin with hands in parallel or hands in karate chop, you're doing dolphin palms up, okay? If you don't want to do dolphin palms up, you're joining us for 2 rounds of shoulder shrugs in a kneel lean position. So remember, if you're doing dolphin palms up, when you're measuring, you're on your own, but when you're measuring up, you pick up the whole arm to turn the arm over. You're not just twisting at the elbow. The whole arm gets picked up when you turn the palm over. You're feeling for sending the thumbs towards the ground. You're on your own from this point onwards. You're staying up for up to 5 breaths. Everyone else, we're doing 2 rounds of shoulder shrugs. Take a big breath in, hold the breath, shoulders up to the ears. Roll the shoulders back, top of the shoulder blades, squeeze them towards each other, drag them down the back. Release the shoulders. Inhale, spread the ribs sideways, mid shoulder blades, squeeze mid shoulder blades towards each other, drag shoulders down the back. Big inhale into the back bottom ribs, bend the elbows. Squeeze elbow tips, shoulder blade tips. Be very mindful when you're lifting your legs though, Susie. Squeeze elbows towards each other, shoulder blade tips, drag them down. If you finished with dolphin palms up, you can join us for this round of shoulder shrugs. Huge inhale. Hold the breath, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Roll the shoulders back, top of the shoulder blades, squeeze them towards each other. Drag shoulders down the back. Release the arms, mid ribs. Big inhale, expand the ribs sideways, mid shoulders, squeeze them towards each other. Lovely, Deb. Yeah, exhale, drag mid shoulders down the back. Release the arms, back bottom ribs. See if you can access them with your breath. Balloon the breath into that area. Squeeze the elbow tips, shoulder blade tips, drag shoulders down the back. Lovely, Emma. Great. Yeah, good. Shake it off there, Susie. Relax the arms. Come to standing. We'll do some sun salutations. And then we're coming into a tiny, tiny little standing pose series. Tiny, tiny. The nice thing is it's standing pose series with no lunges on the wall. So that makes it all right, yeah? Okay, sun salutations. Coming to the front of your mats. We're doing 4 rounds. Well, 2 rounds. 4 altogether. Hands at chest. Feel for sending every single breath into your pelvis. As you move, feel and connect to your pelvis. Inhale, reach the arms skywards. Exhale, forward bend. Lunge, inhale, left foot back. Bring the knee down, uncurl toes. Reach the arms up. Maybe sink forwards. Maybe send the arm back. Hands come down, step back into plank. Squeeze legs towards each other. Modified chaturanga, knees down. When you lower down, push the floor away like you never want to get there. Low cobra, elbows under the shoulders. Inhale, lift elbows 3 inches off the floor. Exhale, drag chest forward. Push back into downward facing dog. If you want to get stronger, quicker, do a turbo dog. Bend the elbows. Inhale, left foot forwards for lunge. Back knee down. Reach the arms up. Sink forwards. Exhale, hands down. Step forward into forward bend. Push the floor away. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, reach arms skywards. Exhale, forward bend. Pull the belly in. Lunge. Inhale, right foot back. Reach the arms up. Lovely, Sherry. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Good in the ribs. Exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Squeeze legs towards each other. Knees down. Lower all the way down. Push the floor away. Fantastic, Kathy. Elbows under the shoulders. Low cobra. Inhale, lift elbows. Exhale, drag chest forward. Super reach forward, Deb. Hands under the chest. Push back into down dog or do a turbo dog. Good reposition of the feet, Deb. Lunge. Inhale, right foot forwards. Good job, Suze. Reaching the arms up. Yeah. Ribs away from waist. Sink forwards. Exhale, hands down. Push the floor away. Reach the arms up. Lift ribs away from waist, away from pelvis. Connect to pelvis. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, reach arms skywards. Exhale, forward bend. Pull the belly in. Lunge. Inhale, right foot back, left foot back, left foot back. Sorry. Yep, that perfect fee. Sorry, Emma. Sorry. Reaching the arms up. Great. Exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Squeeze legs together. Push the floor away to come down. Push, push, push. Lovely, Fifi. Inhale, lift up into low cobra. Good reposition of the feet. Feet. Exhale, drag chest forward. Good job, Em. Lovely in the throat. Curl toes under. Push back into down dog. Do a turbo dog if you want to. Lunge, inhale, left foot forwards. Reach the arms up. Great. Super, Em. Great, sink forward. Hands down. Step forward into forward bend. Push the floor away, engage your belly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Last one, connect to pelvis. Inhale, reach arms skywards. Push the floor away. Exhale, forward bend. Yes, lunge. Inhale, right foot back. Knee down, reaching the arms up. Lifting the ribs. Exhale, hands down. Step back into plank. Lovely, Sherry. Good, sink forwards. Legs together, knees down, lower down, push the floor away, shoulders back. Elbows under shoulders for low cobra. Lovely, Deb. Exhale, drag chest forward to come down. Push back into down dog or turbo dog. Lunge. Inhale, right foot forwards. Knee down, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step forward and forward bend. Push the floor away. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to chest. Have a little drink if you've got a drink handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 poses in our standing pose. Eagle warrior 1, twisting lunge, lounge lunge, forward bend with neck traction, flank stretch, twisting triangle, pigeon. That's what we're doing. Okay. So if you need a block maybe for triangle or something, maybe have props handy. So certainly have your blocks handy. Standing pose. So eagle warrior 1. Inhale, step your left foot forwards for warrior 1. Eagle warrior 1. So you're bringing your left upper arm over right. And then you're either giving yourself a hug or you're interlocking the hands, relaxing the head down into the upper arms. Again, it's not, the priority is having the hips level with the ground, not square towards the front foot. Ballooning the breath into the back of the head, relaxing the head down. So feeling for sending the quads up towards the thighs. That's it, Deb, super, supporting the kneecaps. In our release Eagle Warrior One, either twisting lunge or easy twisting lunge. So you're bringing the right elbow onto the left thigh, making a fist, left hand on top, or right hand onto the ground. Either under the shoulder or bring it away from your center line a little bit and then reach the arm up. Okay, so feel for which variation works for you. That's great, Sherry. Relaxing right ear to right shoulder. That's it, Fifi, lovely. So you're sending right ribs, especially if you're in twisting lunge, right ribs up away from the thigh and forwards away from the waist, connecting to pelvis. Great, Deb, lovely, nice, really good, lovely, Em. Release your twisting lunge variations, lounge lunge. Hugging left leg into the side of the body, straightening through your right leg, pointing the toes, so you're pushing through the shin. Right hand under the shoulder, move it forward and then out to the side. Big breath in, send the torso down. And as you exhale, you're twisting torso towards the left. So right ribs, right waistline, you're hugging it up towards the armpit. A couple of variations. If you are not wrist tweaky, another way of getting into psoas and maybe even IT band, your right hand, you turn it inwards 180 degrees, you turn it inwards, maybe not quite 180 degrees, and then you bend the elbow outwards. So it allows you to sink down a little bit deeper, but you can't be wrist tweaky. Or left hand, you can push down with the bum, the juncture where bum and thigh bone meet, or you can bend the right foot, draw heel to bum. Lots of variations for you to be able to get into your pelvis here. Inhale, release. Good job. Come back to standing. Feet are 3 or 4 feet apart. You're coming into a forward bend with neck traction. The feet quite wide apart. We're going to come into flank stretch afterwards. So coming into a forward bend here. And then just hanging out, feeling into the pelvis. Either do some neck traction, grabbing the hair at the top of the head or clasping your hands around your neck. Or just hang out, hands are on the ground. Just let gravity do its job. Feeling the relief in the pelvis in particular, especially the weight of the head kind of draws the spine down. Flank stretch, grabbing the left ankle. So right hand reaches for the left ankle. Your left hand either to the inside of the foot, on top of the hand, or to the outside of the left foot. You take a big breath in, you bend the right elbow towards the ground, but it's not touching. And as you exhale, you're sending the right upper arm, armpit, ribs back towards the right foot. It's like a side bend, really, really juicy side bend. That's it, Kathy. Once you've got it, it's like it becomes like the bestest pose ever. And release, coming into twisting triangle. So now turning to face your left foot. This is where you might need a block. So twisting triangle, turn to face your left foot. Your fingers, put them into the crux where, put them into the crux where your thighs and your hips meet. And what you're going to be doing is you're doing that, it's that movement to send the bum back for twisting triangle. That kind of helps you keep the hips level, okay? So big breath in, send the pelvis back using your fingers, and then right hand either to the inside of the left foot or to the outside of the left foot or on a block. And then left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, maybe twists open. Great. Relaxing right ear to right shoulder. Great, with great modification fee. Everyone release, come into pigeon. So it's not a massively wide pigeon. Tuck your heels in towards your groins. It doesn't need to be a pigeon in a right angle. That's it. And if your left sit bone is way off the ground, pop a bit of padding underneath it. Or use a four-legged. It's dead. It's dead. Toy's dead. If your leg is straight, curl your back toes under. Big breath in, pick up your knees. As you exhale, send the heel back, bring the knee down, uncurl toes. And you can either stay on your forearms or you can come into a forward bend. Bringing the breath into the pelvis. Inhale, move the breath down into your hips, and then just feel that energy of aliveness. Exhale, relax your jaw. Inhale, slowly come up. Without coming into downward facing dog, we are doing the other side. Fifi smiling, exactly. I don't even know why we're not allowed to do down dog in between them. I don't know. I don't think Anna knows either. Eagle warrior one. Right foot forwards. So again, priority is hip bones level with the ground, not square facing forwards. So right upper arm over left, either giving yourself a juicy hug or clasping the hands, relaxing the head onto the upper arm. If you are not shoulder tweaky and you have never dislocated your shoulder, you take a big breath in, you reach the elbows towards eye level, and then you send, as if you're unlocking the shoulders, you send the arm bones forwards. If you're going a bit further, you move the forearms away from the head. Activate your feet to pick up your toes. Good job, Deb. Lovely, Em. Really, really good. Inhale, release eagle arms. Coming into twisting lunge or easy twisting lunge. Easy twisting lunge. Left arm or warrior. You can do lunge or warrior. Left hand underneath the shoulder. Right arm reaches skywards. You can also bring the left hand away from center line to give your torso a bit more room. Twisting lunge, left elbow on top of right thigh, make a fist. Right hand over, relaxing left ear to left shoulder. So I want you to imagine that my hand is cradling your left side of your face, and we're just massaging open the right side of neck, maybe ear canals. Great through inside edge of front leg, Sherry. Midge, the destroyer. Great, Kathy, great opening. Relax your head, Suze. Let go, let go, let go. Yes. Release, lounge lunge with all its variations. Straightening out the back leg, hugging right knee, right leg into right side of body. Left hand underneath the shoulder. Move it forwards 4 inches, out to the side, turn it out. Big breath in, quads at the back, send them down. Torso, send it down, hug. Right leg in, twist the torso towards the right leg. You're arcing left side hips, left side waist, left side ribs up towards the armpit. So again, if you want to go further and your wrist is okay, you turn the front hand in like 180 and you bend the elbow out, allowing you to sink a little bit deeper. Or let go of the leg you're holding, the right hand, where the smile of your bum meets the top of your thigh, gently press there for thigh traction. Or bend the foot, draw heel towards the bum, or just tickle your dog's belly, and that's fine too. That works. That's a great lounge lunge, Deb. So you're really feeling for almost like this domino effect of bottom ribs kind of tinkering up towards the left armpit. That's it, Suze. Great. Lovely, Kathy. Good in the face and the forehead. Everybody release. Come to standing. Feet 3 or 4 feet apart for forward bend with neck traction. Legs apart because we're going to come into flank stretch. So coming into a forward bend, you're feeling for sending the pelvis skywards, okay? So although you're hanging out here, you are actively sending the pelvis up. Grab the hair at the top of your head or clasp hands by your neck. If that puts too much tension in your neck, then don't do that. Hair works well, Suze. Coming into flank stretch, grabbing the right ankle this time. So left hand grabs right ankle, right hand either to the inside of the left foot, on top of the right hand, or to the outside, maybe even on a block. Sometimes that allows us to traction our ribs a little bit more. Big breath in, bend left elbow towards the ground, and then you're sending the left arm bone, armpit, left side ribs back towards the left foot. Juicy side bend. Exactly, Midge, you help. Releasing, coming into twisting triangle. So you might need your block. Facing your right foot. Again, feeling for that move with the fingers. So you're feeling for that as you push back into twisting triangle, you're pushing your hips back, particularly the right hip. Okay, so the left hand, either on a block or on the ground, to the inside or outside of the right leg. Relax left ear to left shoulder. Right arm reaches sideways, maybe a little bit further back. And you're really feeling for sending the right hip back. Other way around, Suze. Bring the other hand down. That's it. Yes. And then bring the other hand up. Yes. Perfect. Lovely, Fifi. Great in the forehead. Yeah. Everyone, relax. Forehead. Space between the eyebrows. Good job there. That's it, Em. Everybody release. Coming into pigeon. Again, not too massive a pigeon. So bring the foot a little bit closer to the groin. It doesn't have to be a right angle pigeon here. It's a gentle awakening of the hips today. Great. If your right sit bone's away off the floor, put some padding underneath it just to keep the hips nice and even. If your back leg is straight, exactly, Fifi, curl the back toes under. Pick up the knee, big breath in. And as you exhale, send the heel back, lengthen, traction the thigh bone away from the hip, bring the knee down, uncurl toes. Lovely. That's great, Deb, lovely. It's a great looking pigeon there, Susie, really, really good. Now everyone, relax through the hips. Check in with the jaw. Is your jaw tense? Is that whole hip area, your pelvis, is it tense? Release the jaw, release the hips. Notice what happens. Pigeon's one of those poses, the longer you stay in it, the more magic happens. Slowly, slowly make your way back up. Okay. You have a couple of options. You can either repeat a version of Dolphin, or you can do almost any inversion you want on the wall. If you're working with handstand or forearm balance, be my guest. Do a handstand or a forearm balance. You can almost up level to handstand splits, forearm balance splits if you want to. You could do forearm balance Baddha Konasana, forearm balance or handstand straddle. You could do down dog on the wall. You could do dolphin on the wall, both feet on the wall. You could do down dog or dolphin on the wall with one leg up, one leg in splits. Feel for inversion that you can open your hips in and that kind of speaks to you. So in your head, feel for an inversion, maybe go for that. If you don't want to do that, then do a variation of dolphin or down dog on the ground. If you don't want to do the wall work, you can do that. You could also do a straddle forward bend if you don't want to do an inversion, okay? Or any other pose that you think you might want to do. If you are doing wall work, you're doing up to 10 breaths with whatever you want to do. In fact, whatever pose you're doing up to 10 breaths. Forearm balance, straddle, handstand straddle, forearm balance, Baddha Konasana, dolphin on the wall, both feet on the wall, down dog with emergence, any combination of the above. We're going to come into that too, gorgeous Fifi. So you just stay in that. Again, frog belly down. The longer you're in it, the better it's going to be. Once you guys have done your inversions, that is where we're going. Frog belly down, with or without a roll. Great work. Dolphin, dorsal fin. Fantastic, Deb. Good job there. Lovely. That's great, Sherry. Really good, really strong. Well done, Em. Good job, Kathy. Lovely. That's it. Those of you in inversions, start to finish up. Now, Fifi, you can either stay in frog or you can come into something else. If you want to stay in frog, you could do PNF release. So you clench your bum, you clench your thighs, you pick your feet and your ankles off the floor, you hold it for 4 or 5 seconds, and then you release, and then you kind of get a bit more of an opening. So feel into what you want to do. Everyone else, we are also coming into frog belly down. You can do this over roll and block, no roll, no block. You can choose. So frog belly down looks like this. Okay. So if you wanted to use a block and a roll down mat, you could do. Make sure it's in the fleshy part of the belly. Suze, if you're using a roll, absolutely put a blanket over the roll. Okay. Frog belly down, knees in line with hips, knees in line with ankles, flex the feet. If you're using toys, you come onto the hands, you come onto the forearms, and you slowly lower your way down so you can position yourself over your props, and then you lay down over the props. If you're not using any props, again, check in with the alignment, come onto the hands, then come onto the forearms. Maybe feel for bringing the chest down as the knees slide apart. Great. That's flex feet towards the shins a little more, Sherry. Yes. Great. That's great. Really, really good, Deb. That's lovely, Fifi. That's it, Suze. You got it. And everybody. Maybe straightening your legs back to then come up. Working your way out of frog belly down. Good job. You are laying on your backs. We are coming into Shavasana. Final relaxation pose. Great work, everyone. Good job, Fifi. Really good. Lovely, Em. Well done, you. Yeah, so that's great position there, Suze. Really nice. You are welcome to take any position that feels comfortable. Midge, I guess that's going to be on your mom's belly. Fits you too, probably, I'd imagine. If your ribs, when you're lying down on your back, if your ribs are thrusting off the floor, then maybe feel for bending your knees, or maybe feel for bringing your feet up, either on a sofa or chair or up the wall. And that way your ribs will feel a lot more stabilized by the great feet, yeah. And soften through your abdomens. Soften through shoulders and collarbones. Release your arms and legs heavily into the ground. And then all of you just feel for state of rest and release in your pelvis, in your spine, in the back of your heads. Shavasana. Final relaxation pose. And then start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness to your hands, into your feet. If your four-leggeds are helping you, that's fine too. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes. And then you are bending one knee and then the other. And you are giving yourselves 2 more breaths. Feel into your bodies. What do you need before you come out of Shavasana, before you roll onto your side and you are helping yourself back into a seated position? Your neck, head, the very last thing to come up. I can see Fitz and Midge like giddy giddy gumdrop. It's me time, play, me time. Bring your hands together into a position that honors you and your practice. Prayer doesn't work for everyone, so pop it into a position that works for you. Take a deep breath. Send your breath all the way down into your pelvis. And as you exhale, just feel into that area. Have you got a bit more openness then? My gorgeous Sherry and Midge. Dearest Kathy and your gorgeous fuzzy bundle. Dearest Steph and Frankie.